Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A day of relentless snowfall, and it's not done yet.
Here's the good news. 4 Live radar is showing there is a back end to this thing eventually. We'll get to that in a moment. It's a little consolation for those who are on the roads right now because the highways and byways are a mess this 6 o'clock hour. Good chance that we are in the process of setting a record for this November 11th when it comes to snow.
That's right, and when it's over, we can look forward to a chance of record cold tomorrow. Here are some pictures. Actually, we don't have those pictures. Do we have them? We don't have them.
We're going to see plenty of pictures like these in Lapeer County. In fact, from there northward, boy, the thumb is really getting hit hard with snow. Ben was telling us they could get up to 20 inches up that way. Ben's tracking it. Let's figure out just exactly when all of this is going to end. That's what we'd like to know, Ben.
Well, guys, unfortunately, it's not going to be until we're well done with the evening commute. Winter weather advisories are in effect until midnight. I do think we'll see the accumulation come to an end, especially in the west and south zones prior to that. But the warnings are still in effect for Sand Lake and St. Clair until 5 a.m. Those lake effect bands are still going to be going overnight. That's why we're thinking those totals are going to range well over a foot in some spots in the north zone. Here's 4 Live radar. It is solid, moderate snow out there, so there's just no finding breaks in this. The back edge, though, just now starting to move into parts of Genesee County, so we will be seeing that come to an end, or at least some breaks by 8 p.m. Here's some good news. The worst of it is down to the south. This is more heavy snow across northern parts of Indiana and Ohio. We'll skip out on that. So what time do we expect all of this to come to an end? Well, we will be seeing that come to an end anywhere between 10 o'clock and midnight across the area. So far, we picked up 9.6 in Wixom, 8.5 there in Northville, White Lake at the Weather Service office at 8 inches, and officially we've measured 6 inches, and that was at 4:30 at Metro Airport. So we've already broken the record of 4.1 inches for this time of year, guys.
Hey, Ben. Well, let's take a look at road conditions for the evening commute. Tim Pamplin's been out and about. Tim, where are you now?
This is US 23, Kim, heading southbound into Ann Arbor. I don't know if you just saw that on the right side of the screen. A car spun out into the ditch. This is, again, US 23 southbound. The freeways across Metro Detroit are atrocious, and the surface streets are no better. The salt trucks are out doing the best they can. Fortunately, it is a federal holiday, Veterans Day today, of course, so lighter traffic loads, but the roads are bad. If you're expecting someone home, you might want to make them a plate because they are going to be late. Kim DeGiulio standing by with all of her maps and her technology. How are the roads looking across the board there, Kim?
Thanks, Tim. Well, that drive certainly looked like a scary one. I will say we are looking a little bit better than we were just an hour ago. We did have a lot of slowdowns over on I-94 right at Metro Parkway. That accident has since cleared. The biggest problem actually is not too far from where Tim is. It's over in Brighton. Westbound I-96, an accident right at US 23 has your right lane blocked, but really anywhere through the Brighton, Milford, New Hudson area, that is going to be extremely slow. Another problem that we have is over in Romulus. It's on the northbound lanes of I-275 right at I-94. Your left lane is blocked. Just taking a look at our maps here, this red-orange area just shows you how slow it is. And then one more accident to warn you about if you are headed out. But again, if you don't have to drive, stay home. It's super dangerous out there. But this is over on the northbound lanes of the Lodge right at Southfield Freeway. Your left lane is blocked. Back to you.
Okay, Kim, thanks. Let's go back up to the thumb area. That's where Paula Tutman has been keeping a close eye on the roads there.
Paula, you pointed out some drivers earlier didn't seem to be practicing due caution. Let's see now that if it's gotten any better.
Yeah, so I don't know if you were with us at 5 o'clock or not when my photographer Dave Klein and I were arguing over whether or not it was 6 inches or 8 inches, and the folks at Family Farm and Home in Almont actually were watching us, ran over a tape measure, and so we can actually solve the mystery right now, and that means they're just about 7.5, almost 8 inches of snow since early this morning. So I guess we were both kind of right. Here's the thing about this area. First of all, start with the fact that it is farmland. There are a lot of empty fields, and that means the snow can blow right across and into the road. There's also a layer of ice underneath these roads. It makes it very, very dangerous, even with the snow coming down, creating traction. And because this is farm country, it's not just about the roads and the commute. It is also about the animals and how to take care of them this early in the winter season. And
This
so
is a
it's
farm
different-
town.
So it's different for farmers. Explain.
Correct. Well, they have to stock up on their feeds. They have animals. So we sell a ton of feed because of that.
The drivers are different because it's the first snow, so they get nervous and don't really pay attention like they should. And then with it being the wet and heavy and it icing up underneath.
Everything's fine. We've only seen one car in a ditch.
And I'm like, honey, will you please drive me out today? It's really bad.
Yeah, you know, we know it. We get it. We're Michiganders. It's Michigan. It snows, just not usually this much. November 11th, this early in the season. But, you know, basic things. Ice is the great equalizer. Doesn't matter the wheels, the car, or the experience. You've got to slow down. But also, this is the other thing. Remember, when you're in turns, you have to come to a stop so that inertia doesn't push you along that ice. And then, of course, the other thing is just assume the guy in front of you or coming at you can't stop and react for that person as well. Tough, windy, snowy, icy conditions in Almont. Guys, back to you.
It's going to keep coming for a while longer, so those totals are going to get higher. All right, Paula, you want to see some dedication? We've got a story for you now with John Heidenreich, a Navy veteran. We've profiled the past 2 Septembers for his street corner salute to 9/11 victims. He was not going to let the snow stop him today.
That's right. Here he is once again at the corner of Eureka and Telegraph in Taylor, braving the cold and snow to remind people of the sacrifices made by those who served and are still serving.
And we should point out back in September, the weather wasn't ideal either. It was raining that day, you might recall. So a special thanks from all of us here at Local 4 to all of the veterans, including my father, Colonel Bill Skillion.
Indeed.
Who's my favorite veteran.
Very good. All right. Well, this is I can't get my words out. It's so cold.
Yep.
It's exactly the kind of weather day the new Local Forecasters app was designed for. It's faster, easier to use, and has a host of new tools, including 4Live radar, a future cast, and Ben's latest forecast. Go download it for free in your app store. Just search WDIV.
And don't forget, there's a lot of important winter weather information at clickondetroit.com, a list of the cities that have declared snow emergencies, as well as any school closings that might occur, all right now on the homepage.
In more news tonight, an armed robbery near the Wayne State University campus ends with a car stolen and then totaled.
Victim says his Jeep crashed after 2 thieves jumped out of it, and he tells our Victor Williams his sense of security living in that area also took a big hit.
Well, the victim is understandably still shaken up and very concerned about his safety. Because of that reason, we're not releasing his name, but he tells me he never thought he had to watch his back, living on the campus of Wayne State University.
Felt extremely safe where I lived, like very safe. There are always students walking around. There's people all over the place.
But that quickly changed for the 29-year-old living on Palmer when he was unloading belongings from his car into his apartment Saturday night.
There were 2 guys walking on the sidewalk towards my vehicle. I heard the guy run up and he sort of wedged his arm in the way of me closing my driver's side door. And then he pulled out a gun and said, "Put your head down or I'll kill you."
Of course, the Midtown resident had no choice but to comply. Then he was robbed at gunpoint for everything he had.
Basically took everything from me. I gave him my phone, my wallet. He wanted my car keys, my AirPods.
At this point, the 2 men then drove off in the victim's car, but had no idea that there was a patrol car following shortly behind.
While I was walking, a cop actually drove up right next to me, a Wayne State cop just on patrol. And then I ran up to them and I was like, "Hey, this dude just stole my."
Cops were so close, the 2 men decided to jump out of the moving Jeep, damaging the car beyond repair. Police, however, were able to recover everything else that was stolen.
2 guys probably just got a gun and said, "Hey, let's go rob some people."
And back here live tonight, we're told that both of these suspects are in custody. However, they have not been charged at this point in time. Victor Williams, Local 4, back to you in the studio.
And Victor, we know there have been a few other robberies at Wayne State recently. Do police believe there's any connection?
Actually, no. Police already arrested a few of those other suspects, so they believe that this is totally unrelated.
Okay, Victor, we'll let you go. We appreciate it. Time for a check of the national stories you'll see ahead at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News.
Let's go to New York, where Lester Holt joins us now with a preview. Hi there, Lester.
Hey, Devin and Kim, one of the big stories recovering that weather, and we just saw that snow there in your area. Also tonight, the mystery of at a college campus, a student hospitalized, and now 14 fraternities are suspended. But why? And in honor of Veterans Day, the story of how a Vietnam veteran's POW MIA bracelet is bringing two families together 50 years after that vet was shot down during the Vietnam War.
We remember those bracelets, but 50 years later, that seems pretty incredible, Lester.
Yeah, that bracelet inspired a mother and father to name their son after the missing airman, and a critical discovery just 2 years ago connected the two families. We're going to have much more on their story when we see you tonight on Nightly News.
Great on this Veterans Day. It's coming up about 20 minutes from now. All right, Lester, we'll see you then. Fighting the flu tends to be a team effort. There is troubling new research, though, on who is not getting the flu shot as we head into peak season.
Plus, what we've learned about the events at a cabin up north where a missing woman from Metro Detroit was last seen. Here's Ben.
Kim, it can't get here soon enough. We can see the back edge of this snow starting to work its way into southeast Michigan, but it's probably going to be closer to midnight before a lot of us are done. We'll look at the incredible totals we're expecting by the end of this Veterans Day record snowstorm coming up.